Hey guys, it's me Mr. 250 and welcome back to Danganronpa. Last time Kyoko wanted to talk to us, said everything was all good and something computer programmed, something I kind of forgot. Yeah, we're gonna talk to Kyoko.
Correct.
Alter Ego asked me to bring the others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. So I had to talk to Alter Ego? Well, if you insist, let's go. Hello? Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough?
Thank you.
No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What school network? Do we have a place we can do that at? I can't think of anything right off. Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, "Why?"
You see?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I'd finished my work.
But
I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
Yeah, that's what she said. I want to work, or he, I should say, I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school,
That's right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do it.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhumane AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If
gonna
it's for
do
the
my
sake
best.
of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed. Too admirable. Too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked us before, Makoto. Oh, what you asked before, Makoto. You asked what's the difference between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talked to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question that even the program's creator can answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it.
Makoto.
But let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. The secret room? That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. How do you know that? Oh, I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. And we're assuming that's all connected up and ready to run. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. Almost positive that the mastermind would be monitoring the network. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then...
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We ended up packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It does? You can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you've got to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented by strange noises. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there?
However...
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
It's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Don't you think the mastermind might find it just a little bit odd that a guy and a girl are going to the guy's bathroom? Especially considering that they've done it before? Just a little odd? I don't know. I mean, just something to think about. Now, that really is the only other place without surveillance. Hi there. Do you want to talk? Thank you for your input.
Have you reached that certain age?
My obsession. That's your obsession, is making weird noises? What are you doing? Living. I see. Anyway, I'm headed back to my room. I'll just be there, living totally calm. What the heck are you doing? What is that even? Why are you making these noises? Alright, let's go.
Hey.
Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then...
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Doesn't that just sound more suspicious? Like, why are you mentioning documents? The mastermind shouldn't know about this. At least we're hoping the mastermind doesn't know about this room. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. We got no Wi-Fi in here? According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Otherwise known as an Ethernet cable. Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. Okay, and we're finally plugging the laptop in so it doesn't have to run off battery power anymore. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while longer.
I'm gonna do my best.
Just hold tight and put your faith in me. And meanwhile, Luchador comes and beats us over the head again. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you, Makoto. Luchador guy comes around the corner. How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Kyoko!
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However...
The way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
So...
If we can find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego...
Correct.
All we can do is wait, and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired. So I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I'd completely dozed off. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. No one's home. Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. You want to talk about it? If I can get the cursor on you. Makoto, Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room, what's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway...
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why...
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair.
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura hadn't moved an inch. I do notice a paper suspiciously by her foot and the locker behind her open. I don't know what that means, but it does sound suspicious. She's just unconscious, right? Like not dead? I mean, I don't see any pink in there, so far we're so good. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it!
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please, hurry! Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. But the moment I laid my hand on her... Is she DED dead? Boo! I'm not dead. Just pretending to be dead. Boo! All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Oh, if that doesn't confirm it.
A body has been discovered!
The lack of blood leads me to believe that it was probably poison, probably something that we found in the chem lab.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
I certainly could have gotten a syringe from in the medical place or whatever, and then gotten some poison and injected it into her somehow. I'm not sure how that worked out, but somehow. All-star apologies. I think I also noticed maybe something broken behind Sakura.
Huh?
Kind of behind the chair, I'm not sure.
Sakura's...
It's another dead body. What do I do?
dead? She's... really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. Yeah, it does look like something's broken behind her and there's something on the floor near her. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long. I got everyone.
What?
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura
Interesting.
was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It was one of you. Hiro, Togami Toko, one of you killed Sakura.
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I mean, it's not like Hina hasn't done that before. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive
One of you did it, I know it. You know it? Oh, it's Monokuma. Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma
The Monokuma file!
Yeah.
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura?
Say what?
Say what? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then...
In other words,
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well,
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie. Before you get all annoyed at me, you better figure out who did it first.
shing.
Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right? And with a laugh, he leaves again. What? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. You know, I just thought about this. You know, something else. You know, Sakura's been going through a lot. What are the chances that Sakura committed suicide? Like, it doesn't quite seem like that'd be something she'd do, but I mean, what what are they gonna do? Kill you for it? Like, I mean, you know, who cares if killing yourself's against the rules? You know, even if I don't think it is, but even if it was, like, what are they gonna do? Kill you? Oh, whoops. I mean, because that would shake things up, wouldn't it? If she killed herself by lethal injection somehow. Because we kind of have in fact, you know, going back to Umineko, we kind of have a closed room situation, don't we? You can't exactly set up a chair to jam the door if you want to leave the room. So there's either got to be an alternate exit or whoever killed them has to be inside the room. Which kind of brings up the idea of suicide. Just something to keep in mind. I don't know if that's it, but maybe I hit the nail on the head on that one. I don't know. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Would a trial even start if you committed suicide? Is that a thing? Like, can you even have a trial if the killer is the person who is dead? That's confusing. Alright, then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina is guard number 1. But we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. In order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Togami, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all
I got a
clear.
little, like, goofy voice there at the end. Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine. I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Togami, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura, it's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. I better check the Monokuma file before trying anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. Time of death is estimated to be around noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from a violent vomiting of blood.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there's no way in or out until we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words...
Zero escape. In other words, this is the classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? Guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first is when a locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. It simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the door, aka a lot of the Umineko stuff we dealt with And in fact, one of the investigative cases that I had in Trauma Team. I actually liked that one a lot. That was a cool one. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for all that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from the outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up, and I think that's the scariest one to investigate. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean there's actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. Although then again we did find a secret room in the bathroom, so who knows? So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko. Which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case? Oh, wait, I just noticed it now. There's a little bit of blood right over there.
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay. So, we're gonna leave soon, but notable things, we've got some blood over there. We've got some sort of napkin-y thing here. We've got something broken over here, which is probably the blunt object, possibly a base. She was attacked with... Oh, there's like spooky handprints on the locker, so maybe someone got stuck in there. There's a broken glass and whatever the heck that is, I don't know. Nothing else particularly notable. So, first thoughts, just random first thoughts, is maybe she committed suicide. It's a possibility, and it would certainly mess with everyone's mind. It'd be the twist that we'd be looking for, I think. That's a possibility, though I kind of doubt that one now. I mean, you could set it up, but it seems iffy. But, let's see. So that's the problem, I don't know what time it is right now. They said she was killed at about 12, so I don't know how long ago that was. If that was recent, then we can, well, no, even, Wait, no, Makoto did have a nap, so I don't actually know about anybody's alibis right now. Makoto did just wake up from a nap, so... As far as I know, nobody has an alibi at the moment. Except for ourselves. Unless, I'm assuming we sleep murder. Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time where we start the investigation. Should be a lot of fun. Bye!